It's happening, we finally have news for a new game on one of my favorite series of all time. What an experience these games have been, especially with Mafia 2 and the Mafia 1 remake that recently released. This remake, even though it had its bugs, proved to me that Vanguard 13, which are the developers, might still be capable in creating a Mafia game. I really hope they're still capable of doing so. They also worked on Mafia 3, which its gameplay and story was extremely repetitive, but at its core you could see the passion in it. The world, the characters, the atmosphere was amazing, and so I hope they can do something right with the next Mafia game that is coming. Because yes, thanks to Kotaku, which does not post leaks often, but when they do it's 99% real, well, according to Kotaku, Vanguard 13 is already working on a new Mafia game, and even though it's still early in development, they've got all the ideas in mind for this new project. So let's just get into all these new details that we have from it, which sounds actually exciting. First of all, the Vanguard 13 developers have been described as being 343 Industries, those who worked on Halo Infinite, but better than 343 Industries. Vanguard 13 has had some fails here and there, but they've always gone and made things better over time. They still have a lot of potential, as opposed to 343, which keeps deceiving Halo fans every game. It also seemed that this new Mafia game will not take place in Las Vegas in the 80s, as what was previously highly rumored on the internet. I made a ton of videos on this leak, which I was super excited about. According to that rumor, it was told that you would be a Mafia boss in Vegas and that you could buy buildings, casinos, basically build your own Mafia empire, and also explore an atmospheric 80s Vegas with tons of blinding lights and also its desert outskirts. Well, it seemed that rumor is wrong, and Kotaku has reportedly been in talks with some of the Vanguard 13 developers, saying the next Mafia game will be a prequel to all of the games in the series. That would mean the new game will take place before the 1930s, which is before the first game. In my opinion, while they're not going for the 80s, I do feel this is a really good idea, and not a lot of games have gone that way in these times, especially an open world game. They could also introduce the birth of the modern Mafia and introduce World War I, which would also have a lot of potential, but I just don't know how they would include that. Secondly, the game will be completely ditching its engine that also powered Mafia 3 and the remake to switch to Unreal Engine 5 to harness the true power of next generation. This Mafia game will feel like real life, it will also feel super atmospheric and will be filled with beautiful locations and of course a classic Mafia story. According to some people commenting on this story, this new game could also be following a character that is already known in the Mafia games, but there's absolutely no mention of anyone yet. We know though that this is Vanguard 13's very first attempt at a game on Unreal Engine 5 and that they're super excited to show off the future of Mafia games. Vanguard 13 has been working on another game in the past months and years, but the game has been cancelled by its publisher, and so now they're working on this new Mafia game. All of these leaks comes right after the departure of the Vanguard 13 boss, which left for some reasons unknown, but has given the ring of the new game to developers that were already working there, to ensure Mafia doesn't lose what made it great. And so what we're left with, we still have no idea of when it'll be officially revealed and when it'll release, but of course it will take some time before it does get revealed. But to me, just knowing there is a new Mafia game coming is enough to get me hyped for the years to come. I just really hope that they won't mess it up with diversity agendas or too much nonsense that ruins the actual fun and authenticity of the game and era. Let me know if you guys are excited for it, and support this video for more and subscribe.